Okay, so last time I officially sort of unlocked, I think it was last time at least, I officially got my first zombie legendary ever from a pack. I guess the other one was from a pack too, the Nurse Gargantua, but that one's guaranteed, so I almost don't even count that. I got the little cowboy guy who I never got a chance to use, continuing my trope of every time I get a new card or a cool card that I want to use, like whether it be an event card or a legendary, it takes me a super long time to actually be able to use it. I either just won't draw into it, or I'll win or lose before I get a chance to do it. But basically the point is that I unlocked the zombie hero, the Yeti, but only in principle, because within my format, not only is it no crafting, but whenever I get a zombie hero, or whenever I get a hero, I can buy them outright if I want, which I still haven't gotten one from a pack, technically, but I can buy it outright, but only if I have a legendary of each type. And of course, the only way I can get a legendary of each of their like classes is from a random pack, or possibly from one of those guaranteed packs, which the only one I've really gotten like that is the Nurse. And I got 2 of them actually for the Smash. But the point is that we got, between the Nurse and that, right, we have one that would fit for the Yeti, right, for both of his class types. So now it's just a matter of saving up another extra 750 over 1,000, because I am going to try to be disciplined and keep 1,000 so that I always have that to be able to buy 2 Bad Moon Risings. Cowboy Guy's really good. Yeah, people really like that one, but they were pissed about how I used him in one game earlier, even though that wasn't actually this one that I got. I just got it from some other conjuration effect or something. I'm not sure what's happening with this. Does that mean my thing is somehow bugged out? Like, I'm clearly connected to the internet. I guess I'll restart this. Hang on. That kind of scared me. I almost thought it was a bug or something. I put too much time and effort into this game, even though this has been a casual playthrough, which sort of suits me, but I genuinely do like it in and of itself, too. When destroyed, conjure 1 cost and gains a mustache. Don't really care about that. Maybe for the memes. There's a lot of meme-worthy cards in this game. Right, like the little ball and chain. What is it? That nut thing? That what was it, the Wall Knights little thing that has a bunch of innuendo to go along with it. Heroes, have you tried the daily challenge today? What are you waiting for? Kick some grass, explore the world of PvZ heroes. Like, you need to plant zombie cards, build your deck, diversify your skills, test your deck, and other players exciting real-time PvP deals. What this game kind of gives me is, like, don't you always wish that some card game stayed in its original state? Like how people always ask for like classic Hearthstone or classic, you know, whatever. I always want like classic Yu-Gi-Oh, like where you use the really old school cards. But that's what this game is. You're always using the old school cards because there are only the old school cards. But that's kind of not a net positive, because obviously you could always just have a format that restricts you to that, you know, that way. But you know, it still is like one of those weird fantasies come true. Like, you want to just be stuck perpetually in the classic state of the game where there's like kind of less power creep and stuff like that, but it's obviously sort of incidental. His sus imposter. He's amphibious because it gives him another lane to move to. Yeah, that's kind of, I sometimes use things in a bit of a weird way. Like, I'll just put him in the water because I want to troll, or I'm just so excited that he's amphibious that I just want to put him there. But obviously I shouldn't do that. Like, even with the dark matter dragon fruit, I always have that notion, like, I'll just put him in the water so you can't get rid of him with a trick anyway because it costs so much more, and then you also can't get rid of him with something amphibious because you're probably not going to have something strong enough. But no, we technically have this guy on reserve because we have a sneaky legendary and a beastly legendary somewhere in here, right? We just have to look at like which is which. This is going to be a beastly one, and then the sneaky one is obviously the cowboy. Where is it? Crazy party. Sneaky, where is he? Right here. So I haven't actually technically played him from my collection yet. Base cowboy, amphibious, strike through, zombie moves to the right when it hurts the planet hero. And of course it's going to do that as long as it stays alive because of the strike through. So that is really good. There's all kinds of probably OTK stuff to do with that, but even if you don't do that, it's still going to be good on its own. Like, you know, it's going to be a good value card no matter what. I love that the zombie classes end with a AY. All of them? Do they actually? That's interesting. Crazy, beastly, sneaky. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe the plants have a theme like that too. I'll actually have to see. So we're playing against some Chinese bot over here. We already had to deal with that Chinese mod, and now you're gonna try to ruin my day like this too. All right, we go ahead and do this. And it's kind of interesting how my decks do work too, because I'm such a mid-range board-heavy player. And well, I guess I played all kinds of things over the years in other games, but I am such a board-heavy type of player that that's what this kind of plays into. Not only because it's a no crafting thing, but also because, you know, this game doesn't have like truly the top-end power creep control out the wazoo, right, that I've ever sensed. So for example, you're kind of just playing on curve and playing on the board anyway out of necessity for, you know, whatever, either my lacking collection or just the lacking collection overall of the game itself. Beastly, crazy, hardy, sneaky, Brady. Interesting. Yeah, I never noticed that till now. You can just do this and then no reason to really hold anything back. Right, this is just all face, or if you can't finish them off, then you pretty much lose by that token alone. And now you're triggering me with the newspaper guys too, that I have practically PTSD from, especially from all the pool levels like 3, 4. Plants don't really have that? Yeah, I'll actually look to see. I've never really paid much attention to the classes because it's kind of like just whatever I can use, I just use. Like, it doesn't really matter to me when I'm looking at it. What you could do is you could like actually I don't know entirely why I did that. No, I fucked up. I somehow thought I could do the other thing too. I mean, that's still not bad. Like, well, we won't hit for 7 though. Whatever. So Bloom, Guardian, Smarty, Mega Grow. So yeah, Mega Grow is kind of a mouthful. That one's not exactly the best sounding name. So Bloom, Guardian, Smarty, Mega Grow, Solar. Yeah, I guess there is no real theme to it. Plant does a bonus attack. I mean, it's the sort of thing that you don't really want to hold back anything ever, but also it's kind of dumb to use it like that. But I'm also almost dead anyway, so that almost doesn't even bother me too. Like, I don't care if I get rushed down myself, but normally Captain Combustible has done really good though. And even though I kind of messed up that one play, I don't think it would have made a difference because wait, we have to deal 300 damage, and maybe this will give me a chance to use the Cowboy, but I still keep deferring to the Smash. Like, who can even use him? I guess only Infinity. Or no, I think both of them can use him somehow. I don't really think of Super Brains as being sneaky, but I guess they both are. So everybody can use them besides the Smash, but I'll still do the Smash first. It's not like I'm going out of my way to try to play him. Like, if we get him, we get him. Only rank 7, and of course I typically only get to like rank 20 by the end of the month, or not even these days, because I just play for so little, which suits me in my casual, filthy, pathetic modern self that I have. Gets +1/+1 when a plant enters this lane. Hunt. I guess that's fine. You just have to realize, like, I'm a hardcore gamer who used to do all these kind of world first challenges, hard modes, whatever. And then I fucking go to playing this shit, like a casual clicker game, mobile only exclusive, and what else? Like, I'm playing so much chess now, which, I mean, chess can be pretty hardcore, but it's just like a different stage of my career here. Casual gamer. And like, see, even with this, like, I want to do a series finale where I get to rank 50, right? That'll be a good way to cap it off, but I can't do that because I don't have enough time. Right, even if I'm winning every game, and even if I'm doing really well, right, and I have like the best deck ever imaginable, it still doesn't matter because you would still have to play a bit more than what I'm doing, I would imagine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the board is very dangerous to them nonetheless. You know, if you leave that fly guy around, that's basically suicide, but it almost doesn't matter sometimes because I'm going to burn out my hand so quickly that I don't even get to do anything. Like, none of this is really going to matter, so I almost shouldn't even bother doing it. Right, even if you put that down, it would have just died. So everything's fine. I'm still pretty happy with my board overall. This guy's kind of fool's gold a bit though, because he's too easy to kill. He'll end up dying to something that you don't even want to block, like +2 in frenzy isn't gonna help me there. This extra will be fine. Yeah, the other card game I'll probably play after this is Duelist 2. That's one that I've been wanting to do for a while. In before he goes offline, before I ever get the chance, though. Of all the games to not have gone offline, though, you would think, you know, as much as I'm glad that it hasn't, you would think this one would have, because it's just so obscure and it came out in 2016. But it's still going. It's apparently pretty strong. You can do both of these. Which is sometimes it's not even worth it to do that. Like, you almost would have rather just share the love a bit and just... No, but that's more like an aggro principle. Like, I'm still thinking in Captain Combustible terms. You would kind of rather have 2 3-2s or whatever. A 2-3 and a 3-2 in 2 different lanes. That way it makes it harder for them to get rid of, and you can kind of chip away. Rather than putting all your eggs in one basket, basically. The Podfather is actually kind of bad. We're still in a good spot. Now we have to rely on like some of the hero cards to do something. This card I really like because, you know, you keep conjuring actually good stuff that's going to give you infinite value if it stays alive. So, you know, this is actually a good... Oh, shit. I could have... or no, I couldn't have played it, though. But, I mean, you should always wait because I didn't know that I couldn't have played it. It could have been an amphibious or something else. But in this case, unfortunately, it will actually die. That's what I get for talking trash about the... Damn, that was quite the crazy board that he created there, though. Even though he's pretty low on health, I'm in a pretty bad spot, too. When revealed, steal 2 sections from the Plant Hero Super Block Meter. It could be good as almost like a sneaky finisher, but... I mean, maybe I'm underestimating how good this is, but... It's good if you let it stick around for like literally ever. Podfather, more like Pogfather. This is what I get whenever I talk trash about something. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Rank 20, just like my average. I have beaten rank 40 players before too on the ladder, which you might question how have I even played them, but that's because the matchmaking in this game is so bonkers. Like, you know, so that would show you that if I got to rank 40, I could at least hold my own. Or whatever, I could at least win my fair share of games. So it's less an issue of my decks than it is an issue of my overall capability to actually, you know, get there in the first place. Monkey Smuggler is good in pirate decks. And of course, all my decks don't really have a cohesive theme to them because, you know, I just kind of go with whatever I got, which I have enjoyed doing that. But it's not the sort of challenge I would do with a game that maybe had way more cards, because then it would be even more unfair. And I've been rewarded for it quite a bit by the game. Like, you know, I've gotten so many good things. Double Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, so I certainly can't complain. Damn, everybody's just getting bullied here. Okay, so you gotta block something and move something too, like... Oh, I just can't even do anything now. So I had gotten the Snake in the Grass. I think that was my most recent event card that I wasted 500 gems on. I could have literally bought like 25 plus packs with the amount of stuff. I think part of the part of the reason why I stopped buying them was because I was getting pissed that I wasn't getting a zombie hero or a hero period, right? I wanted that more than anything, or even a zombie legendary. And then I didn't even buy the pack that I got the zombie legendary from. I just got it from like the end of the month, end of the season reward or whatever it is. So we'll wait till we get 1750 and then I'll buy the Yeti. Right, we pretty much have that locked in unless I happen to get another legendary just like that. in a casual match. Okay, let's try. Okay, we lost to that. So now the next zombie I play will be guaranteed to have the... I went on a 2-game win streak just so we can get to the other ones, but I guess there is no real order that I have to play them in. Like, let's give Green Shadow a moment to shine, though, and then we get to... Right, because we lost his Combustible, we lost his Smash. It's pretty rare that those are two pretty good ones. That's kind of why I play them first, because they're maybe the best in my collection, but not really. We got this little Psychic Spoon just because it has such a fun interactable mechanic, but I always play it at the beginning, so it's like, maybe I should put it in the water and then we can just use it later. Like, it's a cool effect, but they're not going to have any gravestones this early, so you're not going to actually be able to use it, right? Like, I've never actually used the mechanic properly. It's like a Psychic Spoon plant. Like, there's too much going on with this. And of course, Psychic types are always my favorite from Pokemon, so maybe it fits into that a little bit. The animations are pretty sick too. But please play a Gravestone so I can actually use that effect, because it just looks cool. Or it's like the only interactable effect you'll actually have. I'm playing too much aggro even on these heroes that aren't really meant to play like that. Or like I didn't get my aggro mentality out with Combustible like I normally do. And now I'm still kind of craving playing like this, which is not necessarily a bad idea. We can just farm the block meter from those stupid 1-1s. They still won't give me the Gravestone satisfaction, or maybe they will. Fuck, I'm not gonna do that just for that though. Let's just completely ignore what he's doing. Honestly, the one mechanic I just wish wasn't in the game is the block meter. Even if, like, the way I said it, like, because the superpowers are a big part of the game, so I can accept that. But the way that you should get them is in some other way. Like, either based on how much damage you do, or based on, like... You know, shouldn't I not be able to play that because I don't have enough? That's sometimes a bug, I feel like that happens. But no, it's like... either based on the amount of damage you do, or every X number of turns on a fixed rotation, or even every amount of damage that you take, but it shouldn't make you invincible once you do it. We could freeze that, but I don't even have to freeze it because it's not going to kill mine, so... Green Shadow was sort of my favorite early on because we had so many fun synergies with the buffs and the 3-peters and the... You know, even the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit coming. But even before I had the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit ×1 even, I still liked him so much. Just his style of play. He is kind of mid-rangey. I do like the buffs. It was just a very fun play style with the 3-peter, which I haven't gotten that interaction too much lately. Like, why even hold it back? Yeah, just go for it, dude. I am playing this a little bit too clownish, overly aggressive. We can do the 3-peter, but sometimes it's just too easy of a target here. But there's nothing else really for me to do. Maybe that. The splash damage doesn't hit the face, right? Yeah, only the zombies next door. Whereas this guy actually will. Or no, he won't. Only the 3-peter does that. I guess this will save my other leafy guy, so that's fine. No, this game could be seen as like a great example of this, the whole marketing side of this game too. Like, there is a certain charm that it has that other games kind of lack. Even games that are much like Marvel Snap didn't seem to have the same. I'll keep shitting all over Marvel Snap. Like, use this game to clown other games. That'll be my favorite thing to do. Like, you know, this game has a bigger starter deck than Hearthstone because that had 30 cards in a base deck versus 40 in this. Which, again, as casual as it might be, and as much as I'm making fun of that, it seems like, you know, that seems like an insult to that. And this game lets you craft stuff, whereas the other one doesn't, because you can't craft in, or you can't disenchant stuff in Magic the Gathering, right? So, but you can in this game, so you can kind of clown Magic for that. And then what else? What else? Like... just the fact that One thing I like about this game is that it doesn't overwhelm the player with well, but that I think that would be fine originally, like when the game first came out, but I think over time, then it does become a little bit like you would kind of expect that they would have done that over time, where they have, you know, it's only natural that you would add more, but it does play into the whole casual vibe that it's definitely very easily approachable, even for somebody who's doing as big of a clown format as this, where you're trying to restrict yourself so much, which I often do in other games too, but no, what was the other example of like oh yeah, like Marvel Snap. This game has better, more interactive and enjoyable combat and playing on the board than Marvel Snap, because Marvel Snap always ends in 6 turns. Like, that has got to be one of the most brain dead design decisions I've ever seen in any game ever. Like, maybe they changed it by now, or maybe they will change it, but I just don't understand that. Just to make it a fixed finite amount is so utterly ridiculous. Alright, so now everything is kind of too top heavy, too high cost. We may as well just do this. Or even better, we'll duke it out more, but again, we're putting too much in one. Don't put all your peas in one pod. It's probably because it's a casual game. Well, yes, but you know, you can always take a game seriously too. But no, like, even if you're streaming on Twitch too. Oh, nice. It's kind of like, I can't really watch right now because I'm streaming too, but what was I gonna say? It's like, if the game had just had support for longer, it would have had more cards, you know, just naturally. I don't think that's really an issue either. Then we're getting kind of a little unlucky with some of these things. Yeah, over time you could have made this super complex, because you could have added all kinds of different archetypes and this and that, and sometimes that is what ruins a game. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is completely, oh yeah, even that, like, I enjoyed this more than modern Yu-Gi-Oh just because synchro summoning is so fucking stupid. And you might say, oh, it's just complex and you don't get it, right? People sometimes try to defend it, which is, maybe that's partly true. Like, I don't really get it, honestly, but it's still like just kind of bloated, right? It's too much. So these games do sort of overwhelm you, which is only really bad in the sense that you're playing it for the first time. I can understand if somebody's been playing it the whole lifespan of the game, they want something new and fresh and interesting, so that I can respect, right? So then it doesn't feel as overwhelming to them, and it feels like a natural extension maybe sometimes. But when you're playing a game for the first time, then it's kind of nice to, you know, just have like a very approachable amount of cards and things like that. So if you just move this guy, you'll still be able to kill it before it even does anything, so that's fine. Not that it's really all that threatening, but you have literally 9 brains left, so Icicle the Ice P. I bet this guy likes ice-based decks. Oh shit. Yeah, I haven't really dabbled much in Bullseye, even though you would think that'd be my favorite mechanic, as much as I hate the block meter whole aspect. That's still a pretty worthy amount of damage that it did there. But my whole position here is not very good. Or like, I never end up getting enough to actually be able to play that in time. I mean, you can just do both of these, 3, 4, 5, or you can even do that one too. Alright, that seems fine. Maybe that wasn't even necessary, but just to get rid of his environment. Make a random zombie that costs 2 or less. Or can you actually use this while in a... At least you have this functionality finally working. Right, like so many of the multiplayer elements, like challenging people or joining games and stuff, often bug out. I feel like I'm not even doing anything that wrong in some of these games, but I'm getting destroyed for no reason. I I do have the block meter potentially to save me, but there's no reason why I should ignore that. Oh shit, I don't even get to see how I lost, but okay, we did that on purpose just so we can use the stupid cowboy now. Or I'll end up using it in like a viewer game again, like an unranked game. It almost feels like cheating because you know, that kind of spoils the whole fun of. Or I can wait till after he's done. I wonder if he's like playing against an actual person, like a friend, or if he's playing against like how they have the other casual matches like this. Because I don't understand why people even bother playing this mode then, because it's like probably because the game itself is, this literally describes the game. Let's try to use now who's left. Basically just let's do Infinity. It seems to sort of suit him a little bit more to use the cowboy, assuming we're able to. Yeah, rank 10. We're getting kind of destroyed today, though. Why is it so competitive? These bots are getting better. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5 is not bad. You got an extra 2. Yeah, that stupid chicken is fine. What was that other meme card? It was like a banana. So you could like make a whole banana themed deck if you really wanted to. All these kind of things where you just commit to one mechanic, just not even because it's good, but just because, oh, it's funny. Look how silly these bananas are. Like, there's something like that with the chicken, right? Every time a chicken dies or something, the next one becomes more powerful, or there's some weird mechanic like that. You know, let's just ignore what he's doing and just do that. Yeah, those are the 3 deadly sins of card games. Like, imagine not being able to disenchant cards. Imagine having a smaller deck, starting deck size. Imagine all these kind of things that this game does right, which are fairly basic, but... Eisen Gravestone, there's no real reason to do that. This is kind of an aggro deck too, but it's not nearly as good as Captain Combustible. That one's just been pretty fire. This is kind of awkward. Not really the best curve play. It doesn't actually say that you can't put it on the height, right? But I don't think you can. Alright, this is pretty good for now. We're getting all these kind of ugly curve plays where we don't actually get to do anything. And nothing makes me happier in this game than bullying opponent disconnected. Than bullying Solar Flare because of how much everybody... Oh, shit. That is a pretty badass card. Honestly, for 6, that's insane. And it's like a satanic ritual. 666 got a gas giant from Transformation Station. That's very suited to a style of play from like what I'm doing in Hearthstone right now with the Shaman. Using like Evolve, where you basically just keep transforming stuff into higher cost things or something, you know, different. It can be a very fun gimmick to use. So I don't know how many cards like that there are in this game. Gonna be plants or not? I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, deal 1 damage. We can just hit you in the face. I guess I don't really know why. Or no, I should have just hit that Astrocado thing. Which I actually have that myself, but it's not really that good. Or I mean, whatever. Damn it. We keep getting people within the vicinity of being able to kill them, but another one that people are crazy about is Chompzilla himself. Got Professor Brainstorm deck to try on you. But yeah, we finally got like an actual proper AoE as well with the stupid chicken thing. The chickening, still a better horror story than the happening. I mean, that's fine, but you're still not going to be able to really do anything with it. Right, you can finish this one off, I guess. Astro Vera as opposed to Aloe Vera, I guess. Wait, what? Oh, no, we'll be able to trade into that, though, anyway. Damn, we are actually getting kind of pummeled today. So who would I play as next, then, if I could... They want to play as zombie, so I would play as Wall Knight, I guess. I should count the viewer game, too. Like, if I lose that, I have to... Whatever. We should be able to at least trade into there pretty easily, and... Or I didn't even need to do that. I keep just doing stuff just for the sake of doing it, because I feel like I'm going to lose anyway, but... I shouldn't really do that, just in case. This is just, like, so lopsided, though. They could never have two of those naturally. It must... Oh, shit, this guy's going to clutch it and win me the game, even though it's not. Because, like, even if you did this... Moves to the right when it hurts the zombie here. So you should almost do it here, the planet here. Because... Or you could, like, use this thing on it, and then... Because it's going to die to that stupid chomp thing. Oh, shit, here we go. We get bootleg Bad Moon Rising. We have Bad Moon Rising at home. Bad Moon Rising at home. Fucking... It just kind of costs more, but it does effectively the same thing. Oh, shit, he's not here now. Or now you can't even send him a message when he's away. Now we would do, like, Wait, where'd he go? This thing always bugs out, doesn't it? What the fuck? This game has one job. Or it can be sometimes my client that bugs out. Let me try to restart and see if he's there. So next we'll play Wall Knight, and then we'll play Super Brains, assuming that we lose that one. Just because I don't really even want to play a Solar Flare. Alright, let's see now. Oh no, it's still saying it. God damn it. Because somebody else was in a game too, and now it's just saying everybody's offline. This guy's always ranked 50, pretty much. Martin... A lot of these people don't even seem like they play the game on a regular basis. Understandable. Or no, he's back now. Okay, so he wants to be zombie, so I'll do Wall Knight, I guess. And we can show off that little innuendo one. I keep forgetting the name of these, or I come up with my own nickname, so it doesn't matter what they're really called. And this is like about the average disparity in the matchmaking anyway, where you play somebody 15 ranks higher, 10 to 15 or even more. Yeah, like I was like ranked 10 and I would play like a rank 40. Like sometimes I don't know how they even do that. I would rather wait even sometimes in the thing. Or is he gonna bug out now again? No, Wall Knight I kind of really enjoy, but I feel like the better it gets, the less I would enjoy it, because then it's gonna start to get really annoying. But this is the kind of game where control isn't really that bad at times. Like, it's control in like an earlier state where it wouldn't be like super bloated or anything. Because I'm offline. Weird. Guess I could restart again, maybe. Hang on. Or they at least updated the copyright date to 2024 on the title screen. I thought it was saying 2023 before. Or like, you know, that shows you that must have been what the update was actually for. All these little ones that I have to keep downloading. It keeps showing up at the beginning for a second and then it just bugs out. Damn. It's so random how it always does that. And of course a lot of these I haven't been able to do because you wouldn't like me. Craft a berry. Like, what did these even give you? They give you, like, maybe some gems? Because it's like, you might say, oh, you get this thing from doing it, but you don't, because that's what you're doing to get the objective anyway, is to craft that. Which, of course, I can't do. I think I accidentally crafted something once, but I already had, like, 4 copies of it, so it shouldn't really count. Nothing happened. Okay, I can try. I'll try to do, like, maybe one more restart. I don't know why it does this. Crafted some con mans. Let me maybe play a game and see if that fixes it. We encountered an error. Oh god, what is going on? And even once you do fetch the friends list, it still encounters an error. Those are those annoying ones that deal like 1 damage every turn, right? I'll know things more by their effects still than their names. I always do that in every game too. Like I completely ignore what a card is called. Like even in Hearthstone, I won't know what half the cards are called, even though I've used them like a million times. Damn it. I don't know why I'm even being so greedy with trying to re-roll those. I shouldn't even bother. You have 3. Speaking of which, some of these names are so verbose. Quick Draw Con Man, Pirate Monster Zombie, yeah, I may as well just do that. In fact, I may as well just do everything here, but there's no real reason to do that. But you know what? Let's just do it for the hell of it, because it's kind of fun to overcommit. It's so weird. He was showing up the whole time that I was playing, and now he's not. Or what does the X even mean? Like to remove them from the list or something? These animations always remind me of Crime Site for some reason, with how annoying and tedious that thing was. Like how at the end of every match, these ones are much faster, but like he would zoom in on his face and he would do this animation to show like, oh look, I'm solving the case or something stupid like that. Hey Lego, how's it going? Okay, let's do this one, I guess. Well, I guess I'm not playing defensively enough. I've been playing like way too aggro today, just on everybody. Haven't seen this game in a bit. I want a deck that draws the opponent so many cards that the con man on the field will do extreme amounts of damage. Yeah, that is kind of fun. In fact, one thing I haven't seen in this game is like a mill deck, although that might be a similar principle, but you'd still end up killing them before that, like where you actually try to deck somebody out, either just by lasting so long or kind of the same thing, like just getting them to draw a whole bunch of stuff. Conjure a nut and it becomes a 3. Like I don't think I've seen anybody actually deck out in this game. Or I don't even know if that means that you lose if you do deck out. And you can't even see your deck. Like I wouldn't even know how many cards I have left in there. You would have to like manually just keep track. In fact, yeah, it doesn't even tell you a number of cards that you have left in your deck. Too bad they don't lose from drawing all their... Oh, they don't. What do you get? Like you start taking damage every time you draw, or just nothing happens? I mean, I guess in theory they would still lose because they're just gonna run out of stuff to play, but armored, bullseye, I don't know, this is kind of a confusing play. I guess we can play both of these. I do love the armor mechanic, but I just don't have enough cards that actually have it. If you do lose, if you draw all the cards from your deck. Oh, you do lose. Nothing happens. We're getting conflicted answer. I mill myself so many times with the deck. Yeah, in fact, most card games ever are like that. In Magic, you lose if you draw all your cards. In Yu-Gi-Oh, you lose if you draw all your cards. I feel like in countless other games you do too. Pretty much Hearthstone is the only one I can think of that you don't lose, but you basically just start to take damage every time. You know, multiplicative amounts of damage where, you know, the first card you draw after you're in fatigue mode, basically once you have no cards, does 1 damage, then 2, then 3, then 4. So every turn you'll take more. Which, I mean, for all intents and purposes, you're gonna lose the game probably, but there are some epic moments where you might not. Try playing with 2 or less. Let's see. Now, the act of doing that, though, would destroy my other Astrocado, right? So, like, I can't not do that, though. Right, like, I don't have a very good play here. I could do, like, a 4, 5, 6... It's probably worth it to still do it, right? Just to trade in. Hey, Simply, how's it going? Welcome back. Did you get to 2,500 rating yet? At the pace that he's going, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, they're right. I win so many games with my trick deck. I just use Conjure decks. Yeah, Conjure is pretty fun. My brother uses a Conjure HG deck. Alright, so we got our cute little thing with the Astrocado. But there's going to be no way that I can actually do anything here. Move a plant. I don't know. I'm just getting wrecked today so hard. So yeah, we'll have to wait a couple episodes before you can buy that thing, probably. Right, just on the paranoia of Bad Moon Rising, I'll always have 1,000 gems in before I get baited by another event card because I'm so easily taken in by them. So now we could do Super Brains, I guess. We did get a chance to use a Cowboy at least, but it didn't win me a game or anything. And I guess the friends list is just completely bugged out. No matter what, we both reset and everything. Alright, let's just play a Super Brains. I don't really want to play a Solar Flare anyway. You were the only mod ever. No, there are other mods, but, or I mean, you're the only mod here right now. Or you might have been the first one, but like Nightmare is a mod and Stars is a mod. I have a couple mods, but there's nothing really that they do because it's not like my chat's that active, so I don't really expect them to do anything. I'm guessing no update has come out. Yeah, nothing as far as I can tell. Or there have been a few updates, but nothing that's actually changed the game or added cards. It's just like all minor stuff. So for all intents and purposes, this game is dead, but yet the community seems relatively active. This is going good for you or for me? I've been sort of just hard stuck at the same rating for a while. 16 whatever, 1650. Been a bunch of PF Asters. Oh, you beat a bunch of Masters, nice. That is a great success story that I've gotten to witness, actually. That's kind of what I was trying to do myself. Like, let's witness what it would take for somebody to get from 1,000 rating to 2,000 over the course of like a year to 2 years. But I'm obviously too much of a clown to actually do that. So instead, I have to become the witness myself to what I was trying to do. When destroyed, deal 2 damage to a zombie here. Still not there yet, though. It's just not even so much that it's so hard, but it's so much more time consuming than I would have thought. Like, I even thought I was putting in a lot of time, but it's apparently just the bare minimum that you have to do. You got to stay on the chest grind this summer. You should just start a channel, and then everyone will be so impressed by the fact that you're 2,000 because, you know, you're basically as good as Alex Botez now, probably. Almost. And everybody's so easily impressed by people like that. Not that it isn't good, but I mean, just... it's sort of different than what I would have expected from chess originally. 2,000 isn't even good. I mean, it is good, but, you know... in the context of chess, yeah, it's not good because you have to have a high standard, but it's still better than like 95% of people. Alright, so you hit this. That's not going to be a big deal. Draw 2 cards, fine. I don't really like Super Brains too much. Or we do get our sexy little cowboy, but could we actually get a finisher from this? We are in a pretty good board position. In fact, they're almost about to die already. right? Like, we'll do it just for the sake of it. But see, you won't even really be able to do it because... I don't know, I'm just doing stuff just for the sake of doing it now, but I should win regardless. But no, I mean, if there's other stuff there, it's not like you have team up in some meaningful way, so it's not actually going to do anything. The good thing too, because as triggered as I am by some of these clout chasers within chess, imagine how mad I'd be if I was actually good. Like, I actually studied for 10 years and I actually was a grandmaster myself. I'd be so mad. I basically get mad on behalf of other people. Like, imagine that guy who makes minimum wage after studying for 20 years to become a GM, and they have to get shown up by all these 2,000 rated players, like on Twitch and stuff, Anna Kremling and Botez and stuff. Right, not even to take away their credit from being good content creators and stuff, but there's still a limit to it. Like, you know, they're just not getting any recognition for being far better. Let me try to reset once more, but that's basically satisfactory otherwise. See, like, look, it's showing up. It's showing up. Ah, fuck. Let's actually just wait here on the screen so that it doesn't bug out, I guess. And then as soon as he exits the match, it'll bug out again. What do you think will happen first, hitting it big on Twitch for YouTube or you becoming a grandmaster? I mean, all three of those are pretty far away, but no, I actually think YouTube is pretty likely because there's a certain weird algorithmic thing that happens there. Like with Twitch, it's always pretty steady, right? Like I always get the same amount of viewers, 3 to 5 to 10, right? It's pretty much always the same. And then like with becoming a GM, that's going to take a while, obviously, so it can happen, but not anytime soon. But the YouTube thing, there's like these weird spikes, like where I'll get a 60K video, right? I have a couple videos that have like 30 to 60K views, and it's like so random. I would have never expected it, but it's not even really to my credit. It's just like some hot topic is trending, and I don't even realize it, and I just happen to post a video about it, and then it gets, you know, it gets picked up by recommended suggestions and stuff. So there is a certain fluky nature to that. You can just post a video and it'll just get 1 million views randomly, and you won't even know why. But you know, you can't rely on that. But I've certainly earned a certain respect for it, because I always used to make fun of YouTube, and I always just used to not even want to do it. But I kind of realized my mistake a little bit, because if you don't put stuff there, then how are people supposed to even know who you are, right? I'm just some random dude. So like streaming stuff is much worse for not low rated, for like small creators. Streaming is terrible because it's like, who's gonna watch you live when they don't even know who you are? Whereas if it's on YouTube, then it has time to simmer and they can watch it whenever they want, and it'll be there forever, right? Even big streamers and big creators, it's like they're always gonna get less views live than they do on a video, because like they'll get 1 million views on a video over the course of whatever period of time, but they'll get like 100 like 1,000 or 10,000 concurrent viewers. It's much different, because then there's like a pressure, like they have to watch it right then, and you know, it does have a sense of permanence that is not to be understated. And who would I even play as now? I guess I would play as Solar Flare. Let's just wait until he's out of the match just to see if this will work. I'm just kind of curious. We're bug testing the game. Where's my paycheck? And I like how they say away. Like everybody, you never quit playing PvZ Heroes. You see, you're only either you're there or you're away, but you're always in the game in some capacity. I guess I played probably a Grandmaster before, though, because that Peter Shaw guy is like 2,600, and there's some other people like that. I don't know why these people would pay any attention to me or play against me, but I have some weird quality that people almost feel bad for, or just feel kind of stunned by. Like, how can this guy possibly play the game of chess? What kind of a clown is this? He's an existential threat to the game. If a moron like this can even get to 1,500, then we are in dire trouble. But I'm going to make the whole game look bad, that if this moron clown can do it, anybody can. Okay, whatever. See you tomorrow. Or no, it says it now. Okay, well, let's try. Oh, what the fuck? Or no, maybe that is in the match that it's talking about. Let's go to Solar Flare. Come on, let's just get one match to work. It's like it's stunned by the fact that there's even 2 people playing this game who aren't bots, who would be challenging each other. But that's why I can't even handle the request. Come on, why wouldn't it work, right? He did say he wanted to play as zombies, right? Super Brains. Yeah, I can't believe how hard it has been to get a hero in this game, because we've gotten at least a good number of legendaries, but we've never gotten a hero of any kind, and even Combustible I just bought with the gems. Obviously, so which you might consider, oh, that breaks the non-crafting thing, but it's not like I'm really crafting it. I think buying stuff like that outright is fair, but it does take away from some element of the randomness that you're supposed to normally have. In a casual match, I guess it just didn't register at all. Okay, see you later.